If sexual experiences were like trading cards, what would be your rarest card? Sex while scuba diving. Horrible ducking sex, but definitely a rare shiny card. Sex in a bounce house. Faking an orgasm as a man. Gave my boyfriend his first to completion blowjob, and he came so hard it almost came out my nose. Sex in my office during work hours. My release had exceptionally high pressure at the climax of my first hand job. It hit the wall more than 5 feet away. I'm pretty vanilla, so that's probably my only card that isn't from the starter deck. Wavra Bravetico, you're the MVP of this post. My boyfriend throwing up after eating me out. To be fair, it wasn't from any smell, just poor timing. Doing it at work, in a strip bar with my own husband posing as a customer, trying to not get caught doing it during a lap dance. Expected to get fired. Was having sex while people were watching soccer in the other room. She came, I came, their team scored, everyone cheered. I got told by a hot older woman 39, me 29 at the time, that I had the pleasure of dating for a bit. You eat pussy like a lesbian. I'm a man, and she was far more sexually adventurous than me, but I'd like to reconnect and try to get on her level. I also want that compliment recorded and notarized. It really meant a lot to me. Putting my whole hand into my XGF. Co-blocked by a dog puking up a tampon on their bed. I won't even have a deck. Got a BJ in the college yearbook office, overlooking the campus. Also booty called the girl who drove over 100 miles to come hook up. She drove home the same night. Ducking a literal billionaire's daughter on the deck of his yacht while he and his buddies were in the front bar eating the 7-course degustación I had just finished preparing. Had sex with a 21-year-old and a 40-year-old woman less than 24 hours apart. I think my collection consists of a single card that I picked up in the rain, but it turned out to be a knockoff. The double nut. Triple orifice, BJ, vaginal and anal, same woman, same night, 3 nuts. In law school. She was beautiful and sexy and loved doing everything. Get the unmarried pastor's daughter pregnant. Edit, it was the daughter who was unmarried. In hindsight I can see how my sentence was unclear. Please stop making the same lame jokes about an unmarried pastor. Ducking under a church. Edit, for those wondering. It was drainage tunnel for flash floods built under a Spanish mission dating to the late 1600s. Having sex with a very brave taco. ERP'd for virtual currency in World of Warcraft. Basically an e-prostitute. Accidentally touching hands with a stranger. I lost my virginity at 14 to a 17-year-old who was trying to make her boyfriend jealous because he was cheating on her. I had known her for all of an hour at this point. I guess I was simply a conveniently located penis. Keep in mind, I'd never had a girlfriend or even a female friend at the time. I hadn't even seen porn other than stumbling onto stuff my older brother left for me to find. Pretty sure that would be an excessively rare card right there. Edit, just got off work. Rip my inbox. Gonna start replying to comments now. Edit 2, figured it'd be better here than in the replies. To all the people crying rape, yes, I was still 2 years younger than the age of consent in my state, 16, but I still said yes willingly and of my own accord. I definitely wanted it, even though the law says I couldn't have. Yes, I was awkward and uncomfortable, but that was because I had zero experience with girls at all. She didn't do any kind of lasting damage to me mentally or physically at all. It's for threads like this that I regret turning down the opportunity to sleep with a man from Greenland. I have accidentally turned down more sex because I didn't correctly read the signs than anyone I know. Making prolonged eye contact with a girl. Threesome on a Ferris wheel. Gave head while watching Shrek the Musical. Slept with a guy who came so hard he started convulsing and twitching for a good couple minutes after it'd be one of those two for sure. Middle of the night. Having sex with my GF, then hearing my sister yell from the hall, "The last thing I want to hear is you two ducking." Waking up the rest of my family. Blowjob on a sidewalk during rush hour. Anal while she was on the phone with her mom. Handjob while sitting at the end of a bar. I was part of a foursome and came so many times I was weak-kneed for hours. I got very oversensitive towards the end and sat back to just watch. 2 out of the 4 of us hadn't come yet, so after I tapped out, I became what I call the sex referee. Need a condom? I got you. Where's the lube? I found it. All done? I brought water for everyone. It was awesome. Sex underneath the Hollywood sign. After they put the fence up. Came back from a night of heavy drinking with the GF, and apparently got busy. I don't remember the act. I just woke up to see 3 used condoms, and all the makeup she had been wearing was pressed into the wall. I once fisted 2 people at once. I refer to it as my meat gloves experience. I wasn't even that into it sexually, just kind of happened and I thought it'd make a funny story later on. Sex with a Zulu woman who wondered what it was like to duck a white man, the beneficiary of someone's sex tourism. Same thing, actually, also in Africa, with a Muslim girl who was allowed to travel for a college, I should emphasize, trip, and figured it was the only chance she was going to get. Y'all out there having sex while I'm here, not having sex. Do experiences that happen in dreams count? 7 years of marriage without sex. Getting a blowjob at work from an ex-escort that was able to take her teeth out. Forgot you were wearing a condom for 8 hours because her stepdad came home mid-act and you had to get dressed in a hurry so you didn't get shot. First time anal and earning Red Wings simultaneously. Not proud of that card, and it's a high sum and cost, but it tends to dominate the table. Sex. Threesome with identical twins. Ducked a police officer, literally broke the law. GF stopped having sex with me because we did it for so long once that she developed orgasm migraines. Before you crack the joke that headaches are supposed to happen beforehand or that she was faking it. A. I already made that joke to her. B. You're supposed to fake the orgasm. Not the crippling migraine. Edit, heads to headaches. 3. My flawed social life doesn't allow me to collect those cards. Gymnastic. Perks, flexible, can do complex things. 5050 bet. Will introduce you to insane positions sometimes, if unprepared. Gives effect called confusion. Ducked on a hammock and no one fell off. Passing a state trooper while in a very compromising situation. Then the lights. I would just like to point out that as of this moment Wavre Brevetico has received 54 silvers, 10 golds and 2 platinums from this thread alone. Eat it. Thanks to you 666 Peacekeeper Girl. The count currently stands at 76 gold awards, 222 silver awards, 30 Santa Nice awards, 11 Santa Rocket Like awards, 21 platinum awards, 10 cyber gift awards, 1 Santa Na award, 2 wholesome awards, 4 rocket toboggan awards, 1 dank award, 1 original award, 1,242,000 upvotes. Got a blowjob in the middle of a field. Turns out I was sitting on an anthill. I started to get bitten, so I jumped up, which surprised the girl who bit my dick and made it bled. She had braces. Sex in grandma's bed. The boss's daughter. Receiving oral stimulation while she's taking a poop. It's an alternative car to the Blumpkin Lotus. I fingered my ex so well she couldn't think straight. No idea how that happened, but it was a good hour of her not paying attention to what I was saying and occasionally saying she still felt aftershocks. Fun times. My wife's V card, there was only one, and I got it. Sex on acid. Threesome. Roadhead. You'll have had some crazy lives. Blowy at the Grand Canyon fuck.